So real quick, I just want to show y'all how, because black people act like, it's so bad to be conservative. But if you look at these people in Chicago, I just watched them progressively get more and more like hateful towards this mayor and to the Democratic Party, to the point where they flipped almost the whole hood red. And that's how it has to be. Jane says, I truly believe the votes are being cheated. The technology is there because I find it hard to believe people are voting on their own demise. Yeah. But some people do vote on their own demise. I talk to them all the time on Facebook. These people will kill you because you don't subscribe to black people. I've had them threaten me and call me all kind of, because I don't subscribe to this. And I just don't understand the mentality and why they think these people are for them with the condition that the community is in. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. I just want to show y'all this. This was like 8 months ago, I guess, 8 or 10 months ago. The people in Chicago, they be having these town hall meetings and they be roasting the hell out of that mayor. And I used to love it, love it, love it. I used to watch it all the time. And I would say, you guys should go listen to the town halls for some of these woke cities. People are getting tired of these people. They are getting tired of these people. Tired. I don't know what happened to my screen. Okay, there we go. It's ridiculous. Let's listen to this.
Good evening, everybody.
They're gonna roast
I want to know, how does it feel that Trump is in office right now? You see the Mayor Brandon Johnson. You underestimate us. You underestimate the black people, and you underestimate Chicago Red. We're the thorn in y'all side, and we're gonna be the thorn on everybody else in this council member side too. If you don't stop what you're doing, we're gonna take matters in our own hand, and we're gonna stop.
I just made it bigger.
You know that Trump had pulled 45% of the voter in the state of Illinois.
So you can see this dummy. There's the mayor right there standing there. I mean, he's just a clown. The black people over there, they hate him. And I feel like black people feel like this more and more.
Illinois 37 in the city of Chicago. That's the statistic. That means that Illinois is turning purple. We're going to turn red.
Y'all can bird dog me all y'all want, but if it's relationship over duty, then y'all don't serve the blue. And you can smirk all you want.
Mr. Sims, direct your attention towards me, please.
You're a criminal. Why do I got to address you? The feds need to address you. DOJ need to address you, and hopefully Donald Trump will address you, because you're going to protect the undocumented. Why you going to allow for the citizens in the Chicago?
People was tight with him because he hurried up and got all the money and gave it to the illegals. Meanwhile, the people that live there, that voted for you, that need these resources, you threw them under the bus. They hate him in Chicago, and I don't blame him.
I go to suffer under your 33%. See, Joe Lopez cooked that 3% up a long time ago. Y'all called it a circuit breaker. Y'all been talked about it. Remember, before you came in here and gave that jovial speech, you need to be inspected. You wearing that creep over there.
And he just stands there
acting like you just gonna bully everybody. You got people, officers whose families don't even want you to come to the funeral. You just like a schoolyard bully. That at some point, and you might not.
Gene says, the crazy part is he wants to debunk the police the crazy part is he wants to debunk the police. So in that case, take away his police decal. Hey, how about that? He said, take away his police detail. How about that? If he think it's so safe, then he don't need a police detail. Save that money. How about that?
I know nothing about it because you grew up in Elgin. But those of us who grew up on the south side and west side of Chicago, we all know at some point that bully gets cornered in the alley and everybody come at him and he ain't gonna have nobody to help him. That's you. That's you. Keep thinking you ain't gonna You ain't gonna abide by what the president of the United States said. Everybody know better than that. I see you, Anna Valencia, in your red. You know what it is. This is the second time you showed up in city council in red. You know what it is? Yeah. Yeah. So you and the rest of them.
And you know what's so sad about this is that these people believed in him. They voted for him, you know, the whole community. They all voted for him. And how he did the people there is just really sad. And in a way, I'm glad because it took something so drastic as these woke cities taking these illegal aliens and using all the resources of the city for these illegals for people to really wake up. And then you still have a few people left that's just retarded, that's still making excuses for these people.
That know what time it is, y'all come on. You leave that loser where he is. He's a loser. He's a loser. No.
These people are hurt and angry. Can you imagine? These people get you elected and get you in your position, and you throw them under the bus for some illegal aliens and spent all the city's money, damn near bankrupt the city for illegal aliens, and put 10 toes down and fought like hell for the illegals and not the people that voted for you of your community that look like you. He's disgusting.
And Zoe, we ain't doing nothing for nobody except for ourselves. We got you, loser.
14% rating is what you appear to have, Brandon.
I'm telling you, you listen to any town hall and the people just be going off the whole time. And he just stands there like a fool. He has nothing to say. Nothing to say. Nothing. He will never be accountable for anything. Gene says we have people like him and AOC in New York, salary $139,000, but ended up with 6 to 8 million in in their account after 2 years of service. Yeah, that's why a lot of people go into politics, because they can start these fake ass companies and stuff like that and get money out of it and kickbacks and do. That's why they become politicians. They don't really want to help nobody. And that's the one thing I can say about Donald Trump. He's already rich already. He doesn't need that money. Like, I really feel like ego-wise, I feel like he really wants to make the country better so he could go down in history as the best president and he did all these great things for America. I really think that's what fuels his ego. It's just, he wants to make America better. I sure hope he comes for help save New York. During his campaign, he said he would definitely come and try to help New York because that's where he's from. And so far, he's kept all his promises. I don't see nothing wrong with the National Guard coming in if these states cannot control the crime and their law enforcement is not sufficient. Why not have aid come there and help until they can hire the amount of police they need and stuff like that to make the city safe? I just don't understand, what the big deal is. I really don't. With 9/11, New York City always has a National Guard there. And the subways do feel kind of safer with the National Guard there. But people still cutting up. People still will cut up. But I do feel their presence does stop people from acting crazy. Because when you go into Penn Station in New York, there's always National Guard there. I haven't been in the subways for a long time, but after a point, you just get used to them being there. To me, they're not causing a problem, but their presence makes people not want to act up. I don't really see nothing wrong with them coming. I really don't.
Johnson, across the United States, or how they see you. But 14% rate.
He never says anything.
I'm going to talk about like a fool. All those known donations of $11.5 million that came from places like the CTU, the SEIU, the American Federation of Teachers, Illinois Federation of Teachers, and then someone got the nerve to get on there and talk about cutting the pensions. What about our real estate? Because see, we paid for these properties for a purpose and not for you to go touching it with $300 million that you want to siphon out of the citizens' pockets. Get rid of the illegals and that'll take your money right back. Start it off with that.
In the letter calling for the special meeting, the only item up today for consideration is item number 02024-0013679, and ordinance authorizing the fiscal year 2025 property tax levy. There are 0 nays, 50 nays. This matter has been voted down. Alderman Mitchell on a motion to adjourn.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And you know, he's but one wicked ass liberal mayor. The governor of New York, she made a public health order that they can come and lock you up at any time. If there's another public health scare and you don't want to take the medical products, stuff like that, they can come and lock you up indefinitely. It's worse than being locked up for mental illness or something. It's the same thing. They can come and take you. It's a public health order. You could go Google it online. And one of my videos, one of my old videos from last year, I explain it in detail what it is, and all of the links are in there. If you go to my live section and scroll, you'll see something about COVID camp bill or something like that. It explains all of that, how it happened and how they circumvented, to get this passed and stuff like that. So in New York, next time they have another public health scare and you don't want to take your vaccine, they can come and get you and come and quarantine you, lock you up, and force you medications and all that. But see, these are the things they do that are just under the radar. I don't care what nobody says. Democrats are the tyrannical government. They are the fascist government that they say that Republicans are. Because Republicans didn't do any of those things. They didn't want to force medical products on people. They didn't try to sneak in public health ordinances where you have to be forced vaccinated and stuff like that. If they want you to, they can quarantine your whole job, your whole neighborhood. Go read it. Go read it. It's there. It's the law in New York, and a lot of people don't know about it. But you want to keep voting these people in office. Y'all crazy. I don't understand it. So I'm going to go now. Boy, oh boy, what a world.